So you're very well known in the COF community as a sniper. What made you decide to go with that role, and what makes you so good at it?
Sure. The first gun which I bought with James when he bought starter kits was a Ares M4. Still have it hanging up on the wall. I don't think I fire it when people come around and want to know what Airsoft is, and then I'll put it on full auto, and then they can light up the garden. There's something great about doing that, but other than that, it hardly gets used. And I started with that, and then I played with this bow hunting camo that I had. So I had this like bow hunting camo stuff that I bought in the US for bow hunting. And I played with that, and then sort of, because of that, ended up becoming sneaky, where you end up trying to find a good position and then hide and anticipate where people are going to be, all the sort of, where the crossroads, where the movements are going to be, where the objectives are. And I then played with my M4 with the kind of game that you would expect from a sniper. And then once I started getting into that, and then I started building ghillie suits and stuff like that, and then I thought, no, I must actually get into the whole sniper thing, because if you are in a great concealed area, you want to be very, very quiet. So I kind of pushed the limits on how quiet I could make my M4, and then got to the point of, no, I actually need to get a SSG 10, and got one, and then started working on making that really, really silent. So all about the sneaking, being able to take multiple shots from the same position without being detected, that sort of thing was really started getting me into sniping. And then as soon as that bug bits, then I haven't stopped. So, I do a bit of a mixture. I enjoy running around with my pistol and doing CQB stuff as well. But there's something about just being in nature and lying under a bush and watching people go by and stuff that's really fun about sniping. What makes one good at it is, I think being old really helps, because it forces you to be patient. I've fished in enough bad fishing spots in my life to know that sometimes you just have to lie there with a lure in the water and see what happens. And I think sniping is a lot like that. When you end up thinking, oh, I've waited here long enough, I haven't seen anyone, and then you get out of your position, then you get lit up. And that only has to happen a few times before you decide, rather, wait it out, play the strategic game. And I think the thing is playing the mental game of Airsoft, which I really love about Milsim type strategy, is it's not so much about just shooting people. It's about the whole build up to that, and the studying of what are the objectives, what are you trying to achieve. I worked out early on enough that you can be in a game and you can shoot lots and lots of people, but it's not as satisfying sometimes as just taking a few great shots at the right moment, the right circumstances, and that's far more appealing. So you go through stages. Sometimes it's great running around corners with an M4 and stuff, but those long strategic hunts of people and sneaking up on them, I think, is a lot of fun. I think patience is the thing. Tinkering, getting quiet, getting invisible. You need to buy an invisibility cloak. They sell them on Temu. I just won't send you where the link is, but you have to be perfectly invisible. And you have to be invisible, quiet, strategic, predict where people move, learn the fields, learn the tactics of other players, learn the sounds of other players. If I hear a full plane answer or a Grant or someone, 300 meters away, I know who it is, I know which team they're on, that sort of thing. So I think studying and observing is also key to the whole process.
Okay.
Expanding on, you're talking about a bit about the guns you use and your gear. Can you give us a breakdown of your loadout? What is it? How did you, you build your own ghillie, but give us a bit of a breakdown.
Sure. So my sniper is a Novrich SSG-10 A1, so the base gun, but there's very little in it that's original. I about 18 months, 2 years ago, I HPA'd it, so I put in a Wolverine bolt with the little 9CI HPA bottle that's mounted in the stock, so you're not tethered to anything. I hate the normal HPA play of having to always be holding your gun. I like to just lean my sniper against something and run off and do something. So it's
That's so nice.
Fully self-contained HPA. It's also great because if you play in different places with different dual limits and things, you can just adjust it very easily. With a normal one, you're adjusting springs, and then it's slightly over, and now you're cutting springs, and it's just a complete mission. So HPA is great for that. It's completely camoed up, silenced, lots and lots of stuff. I've actually got some YouTube videos. I'll share my YouTube link at the end, but I've got YouTube videos of all the stuff I've done to the SSG-10. My most recent thing is actually bought the Novrich full thrust kit for it. So that's shooting the 6.44mm BB. I've spent sort of 2 frustrating weeks of trying to tune it and get it right. I think I'm getting there. But HPA is a finicky thing here. That initial burst of air really does throw chaos to the wind when the BB gets through that bucking, and those first few millimeters set the course for everything that happens from there on. So tuning them is a very sensitive process, but I've been working on it. So that's kind of the SSG-10. I've got the STYX-23, also the Novrich, as the sidearm, silenced, again, just a whole sort of silence thing. I run quite high joules with a special forces sniper patch and in cops, so I've got a 35-meter minimum engagement.
Sure.
So I need a decent pistol. And the STYX-23 is great for that. You know, you can shoot people out 50 meters out. So I've got that, and then I've got a normal sort of the Storm Apocalypse grenade. I've got bear grenades, also things I make wires and things with bear grenades that are quite cool. I've got a battle belt and stuff from Novrich with all sorts of compartments and stuff. I've got a Timu.
Okay.
I carry some speed loaders on me, so backup speed loader for my pistol because I've got 2 mags and then a speed loader. 3 mags in the sniper and a speed loader, another speed loader for the grenade, and then that little Novrich bottle, gas bottle for refilling grenades and things out in the field, which is also very useful.
Yeah.
So I sound like a bit of a Novrich fanboy. I don't think I am, but maybe I am. I don't know. I just happen to always get into their kits and you know, Martinez and the guys and all the local retailers have got, you know, the stock and stuff. So it's a good brand to go for.
It is a good brand, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
So
with
that's kind of it. I try and be as light as possible. I've got a radio and stuff as well. Sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you do a night ops or something and you end up with so much stuff on you, you just, you know, that thing of if you don't use it, don't carry it the next time. So
Yeah.
you try to, it's a process over time of learning what you really need and what you don't.
Okay. And what do you currently enjoy the most about Airsoft?
Sure. There's so much. I think one of the primary things is I love being out in nature. You know, I live in Joburg and I feel like I should be living on a farm somewhere, but I enjoy the convenience of living in a city, but then I need to get out. I need to break out of the concrete jungle, and I think going off and playing games gives me that, you know, fulfills that need of getting out of the sort of Joburg hamster wheel.
Yeah.
I enjoy the communities, the people, the friends that I've made along the way, and catching up with them on weekends. When I played with my son, so my older son played for a while, James, my younger son, played a while, so that was great family time with them. And then actually during the games, I think the the challenge of the strategy of a game. I love that part of the Molson sort of game strategy part. And then I would probably say I get the most enjoyment is actually between games, tinkering with my equipment. I'm a serial tinkerer. I'm constantly gunsmithing. I studied mech eng at varsity, and I've got lathes and all sorts of stuff at home.
Okay.
Not because I ever went that route, but I just love being hands-on and making things. So I've built a lot of stuff and customized a lot of stuff, and I have these dreams of an airsoft sniper being as accurate as a 2.2 or something.
Yeah,
Every
well, if
time
you
I
can
see a
get
BB
that
go
right,
off, I think I'm sure
sounds
there's
amazing.
something I can change to fix this. I think I'm on a hiding to nothing, but I live in hope that every change I make will be that sort of eureka moment.
You
to
got
find
us
the
hoping
accuracy
with
of
you.
airsoft. Yeah.
You got us hoping with you. 'Cause if you
Yeah,
can get
well,
it
I
to
don't
shoot
know.
like that.
I don't know. You shoot like a 2-2. Next thing you see someone dead next to the field. It sounds great until someone gets hurt.
Yeah, just the accuracy of a 2.2.
Okay,
Not the,
got
not
it.
the rules.
Got it.
How's it, guys? STYX from Just Bear With Me and STYX Around podcast. Just wanted to take this time to quickly thank our sponsors. So thank you SA Airsoft Magazine for sponsoring us, and also giving away the July and August issue for those who have registered on the website. So guys, don't miss out. Go through to the website, sign up, and you'll get 2 free magazines to read.
Hey guys, Bear here from Bear With Me and STYX Around podcast. I have some very exciting news. Bruce from Airsoft League SA and STYX have given us 2 tickets for any 2 of our lucky winners in a lucky draw competition to win tickets into STYX valued at 550 Rand each. It's very simple on how to get it. The first ticket is anyone as a lucky draw that has subscribed to our YouTube, has become a follower on our Facebook page on SA Airsoft Magazine, and also registered on our website at SA Airsoft Magazine, will get a draw or an entry into a draw. You can also get additional entries if you share the YouTube as well as the Airsoft Magazine on your social medias with hashtag AirsoftX giveaway, as well as hashtag Bear With Me and STYX Around podcast. The second ticket, anyone that has bought a ticket from 1st of July all the way to end of August, the 31st of August, will get a full refund on their ticket. So guys, don't miss out. Go, subscribe, like, share, and let us know.